Hello and welcome to my channel. So since I did a tutorial about the Starfield and how to create that in Blender, I thought it would be a nice idea to do the same thing in Cinema 4D and Octane Render. This is gonna be a fast one and I think also an easy one since it's very easy to do in Octane. So yeah, have fun. So I already prepared a scene. Let me quickly show you how it's done. So here's the Earth texture, and you can download that, by the way, on the NASA homepage. Then what I did is I added in some cloud layers. You can download them as well from Wikipedia. And then I added in just a little overall glow. I did that with a fall-off map, and then I added that fall-off map into the opacity slot. And also I gave the whole material a little bit of a blue color. So very basic stuff. Now the first thing you want to do is you want to create an overall brightness. Because right now there is no environment. So what you can do is you go to Objects and then to Octane Texture Environment. Okay, so right now it's set to white, there's no difference, but if you change the value to black, it completely goes dark. I will come to that later why I did that this way. Now let's create a basic light. Go to Object and then to Octane Daylight and rotate it a little bit, like that. So maybe you can see in the render, we get a little bit of a harsh shadow right here. If you don't want that, go to the tag and increase the spread angle. See? And it fades a little bit better. You can see that better if I increase the power. Yeah, like that. And if I just decrease the spread angle, yeah, you can see that it's very harsh. Yeah, just something like that. So the reason why I did create the Octane Sky and put it into the primary environment is because this defines the overall lighting. So that I can control how much you can see in the shadow parts of the Earth. Let me show you that real quick. If I just upper the black value a little bit, you will see, okay? See that we can see a little bit more of the dark side of the Earth, basically. Let's put it back. So right now the background is gray because it's defined by this Octane Sky and we don't want that. We want a Starfield. So what you can do is you can create another texture environment, but put this one into visible environment. And this doesn't affect any of the lighting, but it just affects the overall background itself. And now what you can do is we can go into the node setup for the sky texture. If you just click on this button, you'll see it opens the Octane node. And now we can go ahead and put in an Octane noise. You can also put in a Cinema 4D noise, but I'm gonna use the Octane noise. So what I also want to do is I want to put in a gradient node. Put this Octane noise into the gradient node and then this whole thing into the texture slot. And you can already see something, but it's way too big. So click on the texture, on the noise texture, and then add in a UV transform node. And now scale it way down. Something like that, maybe. You can choose the type of noise you want. For me, in my testings, the circular one works the best. See, you get a little bit more of a defined pattern, so to say. So So now what you can do is click on the gradient and just slide the black value all the way to the right until you can see the stars. And since it's put into the Octane sky, it's basically a 360-degree image. And it's responding to your camera movements. And if you want the stars to be bigger, just play around with the transform. So that's it for this tutorial. I think an easy one. Octane makes it very easy to create a Starfield. I hope you liked it. If so, give me a like, follow me, and I will see you next time.